Lift my head and apologize to those I'm not personally saying hello to. We've got a lot to get through this morning on this our weekly Thursday live video, and say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching in this wonderful world. I hope you're taking great care of yourselves and looking after each other.
Hey everyone, this is Coach coming back to you. And anyway, obviously you saw John there starting his weekly update on all the news around Carnival. Just to give you some highlights, he talked about a special group that is boarding the Carnival celebration this week. He also has given updates about when his For Fun's Sake cruise is, which he'll personally be on, and also a lot of the updates about other things Carnival. Some people are upset about certain things that were on t-shirts, and also upset about not getting refunds on certain bookings and things like that. And big news from John, they added a family member. So here's John to give you all that news, and let's find out who this new family member is as well.
So what are we going to talk about? Well, there are lots of things going on, and I want to give a shout out straight away, if I can, to a very important group of people who are sailing on Carnival Celebration coming up this weekend. And when I do these live videos, I always like to highlight 1, 2 or 3 people who are a little different and maybe sailing for a different reason or something like that. In this case, I want to say hello to 40 very special people, and all 40 of them have 4 legs. Because on the Carnival Celebration, we have a sight impaired group. Do you say blind or sight impaired? I never know. I think I've been told off for using the wrong word, and I can't remember which word it is. But anyway, these guests are blind, and they all need a guide dog, a service guide dog, to live their lives. And we're very proud that on the Carnival Celebration this coming week, there will be 40 such wonderful, incredible animals. And they are going to be enjoying a fabulous time, of course, but also they will be looked after. And I wanted to let you know a couple of things that we're doing, because I think some people find this kind of thing interesting. So first of all, we have deck 7 forward, both port and starboard side. The outside area, deck 7, all the way forward in a little private area where the litter trays are. But most of the cabins, most of the people who are in this group will have balcony cabins and will have litter trays on the balcony, and they'll be constantly cleaned and refreshed by the wonderful cabin attendants. But that's 40 service dogs, and I do think it's wonderful. They're all together in the same area of the dining room. We have braille cards for bingo and those little extra things, along with all the safety protocols. So we're very proud to have them. I'm very grateful to you, and I hope that you have a brilliant time. I really do. Challenges that you have in everyday life are incomparable, of course, but the fact that you have this 4-legged thing that takes care of you in such incredible ways is always something that I find absolutely amazing. I really do. So thank you so very, very much for that. Now, I also want to crack on with a couple of bits of news, if I can. And I want to talk about Baltimore. And I'm going to read a post from somebody in a moment, because I've had so many people asking questions about Baltimore. And the first thing I want to do is say a huge thank you once again to everybody who's cruised on Carnival Legend and now Carnival Pride, and has had to put up with the bus transfers there and back and the changes. You've all been so easygoing about this and so understanding about the bridge collapse and the tragedy that unfolded. And we are definitely doing this on a week-to-week basis, working with the Port of Baltimore, United States Coast Guard, and of course our aim is to get back there as soon as possible. We've already informed the people who are cruising this weekend, and we will do so early next week for the following cruise, which is the 12th. And I know that because I have a comment here from Adrian. I should have said the name, I'm sorry, from a guest. And he's written, no communication on our May 12th Pride cruise. Your silence shows you have 0 class. Don't know what class has got to do with it. You know, my late father once said, class... No, I better not say that. It's rude. Forget it. Your silence shows you how it doesn't matter. And if we have to go to Norfolk, says Adrian, there should be full refunds for everyone who says no, exclamation mark. Why not, and this is where I had to ask Uncle Google, why not Bayonne? Am I saying that right? I bet I'm not. Bayonne. Now, I gather that's a cruise port. I've never heard of it, but Adrian goes on to say it takes just about the same amount of time to sail from Bayonne or possibly Bayonne as it does from Baltimore. What is going to happen? This is my retirement cruise. The stress you have put me and my wife through is crazy. Well, first of all, I want to do the right thing, and despite your how upset you are, and wish you a very happy retirement. I know this is something that you've been looking forward to for a long, long time. So here's my coffee cup. A long, long time. So I really do hope that you have the best of times. The fun is waiting for you. The fun is waiting for you. So you've got to look forward to that. What's going on in Baltimore at the moment? Well, the salvage work is continuing. I heard they were using explosives to clear the seabed. Permission has not yet been given by US Coast Guard for us to return to the port of Baltimore. We continue to wait for that permission, and once that permission is given, then of course we'll come back. And there's no point us saying today, 10 days before your cruise, that you're going to Norfolk, because we don't know. So please bear with us. I promise there will be news in the usual way. I'll share it, and of course it will come to you via email from my colleagues there at the mothership. I don't know about Bayonne. I can't comment on that. I've never heard of it. Does anybody cruise from there? I don't know. Oh, it's New Jersey. Thank you, Krista. Bayonne. What exit? It's not funny. What exit? It is there. So for those of you sailing on the Carnival Pride, please keep watching and stay tuned, and I promise that we will let you know, and I promise that I will stop clapping like a slightly demented, overweight seal, and I have no idea why I'm doing that. Feed me a fish. Feed me a fish.
Cruise Coach! Yeah! How are you, baby?
Good.
What's going on? Coach Cruise, like, subscribe, share. You know what to do. Carnival celebration!
That's it.
Right. Carnival Legend. She is about to begin her European season. On the 30th of May, she'll leave from Barcelona and she will go to Livorno and to Rome and all those great places. And I'm going to let you know that there will be a full broadcast about that from me. I'm going to visit the ship once she arrives in Dover and all that kind of stuff. Now, she will get some work done, first of all, in dry dock. She has dry dock now in Spain, in Cadiz. And a couple of things that she will be having I thought you might like to know. The nightclub, the disco, as it used to be called, where many times I have been found dropping it like it is hot. I can't do it now because I'm not wearing any. No, I am. But that will change from a 2 level to a 1 level, and we will add some ADA cabins. ADA cabins on the 2nd level of what used to be the nightclub. There will be a new dedicated chef's table room added as well for those people who are going to enjoy a fabulous chef's table experience. You'll have a special location to do that on the ship. We will add the brilliant Heroes Bar to continue paying tribute to those who have served and whose courage allows us to cruise. So you'll have that. We will also have lots of ADA compliance done all over the ship. Not steps into the swimming pool, I'm afraid, but we will have ADA stuff around the bars and other areas of the ship. We will also have a new Carnival Adventure Shop. We will have more slot machines added to the casino, which will completely be redone. New slot machines, brand new ones added. All the balconies will be completely redone and looked after and repainted and look brand new with the glass and all shiny and fabulous. Lots of new carpet, lots of new things going on to make the ship look absolutely stunning. And on this particular ship, we will add a seaside theatre dive-in movie big screen as well. So that's all to look forward to for Carnival Legend, which is in dry dock as we speak, or nearly in dry dock. So she'll be heading there as well. Now, I also want to talk about another cruise, and that is my own FFS Cruise. Everybody, please now look at my breast. I wanted to announce it today. I'm not quite ready to, but I need to tell you a couple of things. First of all, I apologize that it's so late, but with everything that I've been traveling on with, and then other things that have happened in my own personal life, I haven't given it the time or attention that it needed. However, I'll be able to open this up for everybody on Monday. Let me explain a couple of things. I wanted to do it in Texas. I couldn't. Everything is sold out because remember, I have to find a ship that has 600 open cabins, and bookings are so strong for 2025, I was unable to do that. I looked at other areas. I had to go with what I was given. I wanted to do Jubilee. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do that. But until revenue management were able to say, these are the two ships that you can choose from. One was Alaska, which I think with the cost of the flights and everything, as much as I would love to have done it, just wasn't going to work. So I will be telling you on Monday, and the idea this time is I will open it on Monday, sometime on Monday, and then when you book the cruise at the same time, you'll be able to book the excursion thing where you can register. So it's not like the last time, which was a bit chaotic, to say the least, where you had to go on at a certain time, midnight, and it was sold out. This time, when you book the cruise, you go straight down to the excursion list. You'll pay for the little fee for the parties and the drinks and the gift and this, and you'll get it. So there you go. Monday we'll open that for you, and I hope that you're going to join me for what is always so much fun. And it will be February, I can tell you that much, February of next year, and not the Super Bowl cruise either. All right, so more on Monday, but I wanted to give you a little teaser, as we say. Right, and now we move seamlessly into the letter of the day. This one I wanted to bring up because this got a lot of attention from a lot of you, and I just wanted to mention about this. Now, you may remember a few months ago, somebody wrote to me, you may have seen the post, about somebody that had worn a t-shirt with an offensive word on it, and it said F-K, and then the second word the lady was wearing was the cancer. So she was basically saying cancer. Somebody wrote and said that this was very offensive. I wrote to the lady and the guest services manager on the ship, and we asked her not to wear it anymore, and she was very kind, and she didn't, and I said sorry and sent her a load of stuff, just to help cheer her up because she was facing a battle. This one that I'm about to read is different. And again, I want to look at this in a slightly different angle. Here's the letter. It's written by somebody who's actually on one of the ships right now. And he sent me a photo, and it went out. It went to the hidden part of my Facebook, the Facebook hides, because had a couple of words which I won't include in it that was hidden. Anyway, he sent me this with a photo, and he says, look at this, John Heald. I'm on the with my wife and son. This passenger, the passenger he took the photo of, is openly walking all over the ship wearing this t-shirt. The workers, including white uniformed officers, are doing nothing to stop it. This is not acceptable. You, John Heald, say Carnival is a family cruise company. If this is the case, John, then why is this allowed? Why do Carnival crew just close their eyes? I'm disgusted that Carnival refuses to do anything. this had, well, then the swear words, blah, 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 blah. That's not right. I shouldn't say blah, blah, blah. I'm not diluting what he's saying. Okay, so this is from one of the ships now, demanding that this guest be reprimanded in some kind of way. The T-shirt that he's wearing says 3 words, and I've got to remind myself, "Let's go, Brandon." I thought this was a joke because I thought the name was a joke or something to do, and it was a friend and he was, I don't know, wind up or something. I had to ask Uncle Google, who told me there and then that this is a political statement. Now, I read a lot of news. I did not know this. I didn't know what it was about. And certainly I'm not going on either side of the argument about the actual T-shirt and the statement. That's got nothing to do with me. But I do want to say 2 things. How the heck, if I don't know it, and I read news, the UK news, which always includes a lot of news from around the world, how is a guest services associate from Zimbabwe or a uniformed officer from Italy or any of the crew members expected to know that that's offensive? How is the chief security officer supposed to know that "Let's go, Brandon" is a political statement and that it's upsetting to some? How are they supposed to know? How? They're not. And while perhaps that T-shirt shouldn't be worn, is it our job as a cruise company to go up to that guest and say, "You can't wear it"? There's no definitive wording on there that's offensive. I mean, politically, I understand that it is, but do you think it's up to us to say to that guest? This is a question mark. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it isn't. But what I don't understand is how this gentleman is so upset that he's taken time out of the cruise to purchase the internet, or if he's already purchased it, write to me, and why he thinks this is so offensive that to the point where he says he doesn't know if he'll ever cruise with us again, and that it diminishes our title as a family cruise line. I think the best defense I can give to all of this came from a lady who wrote on the other T-shirt that I mentioned about the can thing T-shirt. She wrote, and I dug this one out from a few weeks ago because I remember reading it and I found it, and it says, and I want to say a big thank you to Katie who sent this. "I disagree. This is a free country and banning offensive clothing is very subjective." This is what she said about the other T-shirt, and I'm sure I can say it applies to this. "I'm a recovering alcoholic. I'm 4 years sober. If I see someone wearing a "This guy needs a beer" T-shirt, I do not get triggered at all. People today get triggered over the dumbest things. An excellent point. A recovering alcoholic sees someone with a beer on it and it doesn't bother her, even though she's been fighting sobriety for 4 years. I don't know. It's a T-shirt. Is it something that, he should be wearing? Question mark. Is it something we should have been saying something about? Question mark. Is it something that would bother you? Question mark. So there you go. I will read your comments because I want to write to this gentleman once I've read them, but I didn't want to reply to him until I pass this to you, because often, just as much as you ask me for things, this is the kind of thing that I need your help with. So I will read your comments and then base my reply on that. Okay. Would you like to meet today's special guest? Would you like to meet today's special guest? Would you? Could you bring in today's special guest star, please? I'd like to introduce you to somebody. A new member of this Facebook page that I've invited to my house today to meet you all. And I'm going to ask you to say hello. Thank you. Oh, God. This is Baby Shark. Hello, Baby Shark. He wants to go on the floor. All right, I'll let you take him. There you go. Now, that right there is... Hello, hello. Yeah. I know. You don't like Let's Go Brandon t-shirts either, do you? No. There you go. Okay. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Quantum. Now, before you all have a go at me and say, why have you named him after a Royal Caribbean ship? We didn't. Quantum is a new German Shepherd puppy. Quantum is the name of a police dog here in the UK that was stabbed in the line of duty and has a personal meaning to the family. I can't really go into too much, but this police dog, another German Shepherd, was stabbed by a total bastard, and it was such a sad thing. And you can actually Google it and read about Quantum, the police dog. And so in tribute to that, that hero police dog, we decided to get Quantum and name him Quantum. It is not named after a very large ship from Royal Caribbean. No. I can tell you that it was a huge decision. I miss Breeze beyond words, beyond measure. He will always be my big fella. He'll always be my best friend, and I miss him every day. The house was so quiet without him that we decided that we would get Baby Shark. So we have Baby Shark, and the thing that decided us was when I had a cat hanging from my arm and had to get all sorts of injections and creams and put on my arm and everything. So now we have the, not that we're going to teach him to attack cats. Don't want the cat people hating me. So now we have Baby Quantum. He's 8-9 weeks old, and yeah, he's wonderful. He's a great addition to the family, and we growing to love him more and more every day, even though his teeth are, anybody that's had a puppy knows exactly what. So I've got puppy bites on this arm and half a cat still embedded in this arm. And so there you go. So you'll hear me talk about Quantum now and then, and thank you to all the dog lovers for your kind words. There you go. Definitely should call him Baby Shark. Full stop. You know what he did the other day? It's a typical puppy, right? He went into the toilet just around the corner from here, and he peed without putting the toilet seat up, and it went everywhere. And he was a very naughty dog. Even though my wife blamed me, Quantum, it was Quantum. And any bad smell in the house is Quantum. Well, let's face it, those are the two main reasons that I got a dog again. It's not my fault. Thank you for watching. Thank you for spending some time with me. I'll crack on with answering your questions. And I wish you all a wonderful day. Hope to see you soon. Cheers.
Oh, YouTubers, check me. This is Cookie, your cruise retro on the Carnival Horizon down in Miami, Florida. Trust me, number one, you want to follow this man's channel, Coach Cruise, because he's the absolute best coach out here. Not about fitness, but about cruising. Trust me, he's going to make sure you have the best time ever because he knows the ins and outs of every cruise that you go on. So click that like, follow button, and share more about this brother right here. Not only is he my coach, but he's my cousin. We'll see you all on the next cruise. Until then, we're out of here.
All right. I just can't get away from a good time.